Ever wondered how FPV pilots get such amazing footage out of a GoPro? Well, today I'm teaching you how. How's it going, guys? Parker Shepard here, and today we're going to be looking at GoPro settings for FPV, and I'll be sharing with you guys the exact settings I use to film all of my videos. I have a brand new GoPro Hero 12 here, so let's unbox it real quick, and then we'll set it up for FPV. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna swipe down, and then we're gonna swipe left, and we're going to turn on our Pro controls. So you're gonna click controls where it says easy, you're gonna swipe that up to Pro, and this is gonna give you full control over your camera settings. Then we're gonna go into our preferences, we're gonna scroll down to video, and first we're gonna change our bit rate, set that to high, then we're gonna change our bit depth, and we're gonna turn on 10-bit color. This is going to give you more data in your video, and is gonna help you whenever you go into post to edit. Now we're going to exit all of that and head over to video, and then we're going to set up a custom video profile. So we're gonna go into our profile, we're going into our profile settings, and the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to turn on log. This will essentially give you a flatter profile for filming, and it will give you more dynamic range in your video, which in my opinion just gives you a really good base for when you go to color grade the footage later. I'm gonna change my aspect ratio to 8:7. This is gonna basically be using the full camera sensor in the GoPro, which will then allow you to crop later into a vertical or landscape out of the same video. I'm then gonna bump my resolution up to 5.3K, and I'm gonna keep my frame rate at 30 frames. Then make sure that you turn Hyper Smooth off so that you can use Real Steady later so you can stabilize the footage. Now we're gonna scroll down and we're gonna dive into the Pro Tune settings. So the first thing I'm gonna change is my shutter speed. I follow the 180-degree shutter rule, which basically is that you're gonna double whatever your frame rate is. So for my shutter speed, I'm shooting at 30 frames per second, so I'm gonna double that, so it's gonna be 60, so I'm gonna be shooting at 1/60. This will kind of ensure you get that nice natural looking motion blur in your video. Next, I'm gonna lock off my white balance. And this can change depending on the scenario of what you're filming. If you're filming outside, generally you can set it to 5500 Kelvin and it will look great. That's what I usually do. And most of my clips I film, I'm filming outside, so I usually just keep it locked off at 5500. But if you were filming indoors or in different lighting scenarios or something like that, you do want to adjust that so that it's proper for whatever you're filming. Next, I'm gonna lock off my ISO at 100. So I'm gonna set the ISO min to 100, and I'm gonna set the ISO max to 100 as well. The last thing I'm gonna change is sharpness. I'm just gonna go ahead and set this to low because you can always add sharpening later in post-production. So I like to keep that at low, and then I can just adjust that later whenever I'm editing the footage. And there you go, those are the specific settings I use for filming FPV with the GoPro. So that's it for today's video. If you guys liked today's video, please drop a like and comment down below. If you guys aren't already subscribed, subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys next time with more FPV content.